Okay, das, was Herr Albert gerade gemacht hat für die Kettering University am Ende, möchte ich gerne jetzt am Anfang für die Partnerschaft mit der Nelson Mandela University in Port Elizabeth, Südafrika machen, nämlich ganz kurz die Möglichkeiten vorstellen, die man dort machen kann als Austauschstudierender. I'm going to do it in English language because Professor Igor Gorlach is here and he will immediately afterwards present the possibilities for projects at his lab and under his supervision. So what you can do in Port Elizabeth, you see it here on the slide. There is a possibility to go for studying to NMU. That means taking lectures, doing exams, and that needs, of course, some planning in advance. So you'll have to find lectures which are suitable, but it's possible. The nice thing with this cooperation is it's suitable for almost all of our Reutlingen engineering study programs. So either mechatronics, IPE, mechanical engineering, and so on, master and bachelor, you can go for an exchange there. The most popular opportunity is going there for an internship semester or for master research projects or research modules, and a lot of students do that. They just work on projects in the labs of the universities, or sometimes in industrial projects of our professor colleagues like Professor Igor Gorlach. He will present some of these possibilities just afterwards. And you can really have a wide range of those projects for mechanical engineering, even sometimes electrical topics or computer science topics or mechatronics topics, energy topics, and so on. There is an additional option, which means there might be a possibility to earn an additional master degree from Nelson Mandela University in mechatronics. If you are interested in that one, which is a very special option, you'll have to contact us, and we need to plan it very thoroughly. But there are examples in the past where students did that quite successfully, also under supervision of Professor Gorlach. And you can go there either in the summer semester or in the winter semester. So it's just sort of fitting. There is sometimes a difference in the academic calendar of 2 weeks or so, but these are obstacles which can be overcome. And let me say the possibility of the partnership is a very popular one. So usually there are quite a number of students who are interested in going to Port Elizabeth and to Nelson Mandela University. Yeah, that's the introduction from my side. And now we are more than happy that Professor Gorlach is with us. And Igor, you want now to share your screen and just take over. The screen is yours.
Igor, do you want to start with your presentation, or shall I show the video first?
Maybe show the video first. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a short video done by some Reutlingen engineering students, which will give you a visual impression of studying abroad at Nelson Mandela University. Okay, I interrupt the video here. I think it gives you a good impression, and now I will hand over the screen to you, Igor.
Okay, thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you very much again for allowing me to talk about our university. My name is Igor Gorlach. I'm a professor at Nelson Mandela University. We are 3 colleagues who take students from Groningen University. I'm looking after mechatronics and mechanical engineering students. Professor Van de Kerk looks after mechatronics students, electrical engineering students, and Professor Phillips looks after mechanical engineering students, so in different areas. So I'm the chair in mechatronics, sponsored by Isuzu. Recently, our city was renamed, so now it's called Bereich. So don't be confused. So you see new and old name there in the slide. So these are some photographs of our buildings. So I specifically work with Isuzu because we've got an automotive factory here in our city, which produces this type of vehicles. And the students who I supervise normally take projects from this factory. Over the years, we've done a number of projects in mechanical and mechatronics fields. So I'll just show you briefly some projects students built. For example, mechanical engineering students design this specific universal trolley to convey or deliver these trucks from one area of the plant to the other one. Was very successful project. That one, the students also built various types of material handling systems. That's pure mechanical. Also handling of, for example, fuel tanks or loading the containers which come from Japan. And that's also was an important project for us. Students build this, what you see, reconfigurable trolley to support trucks on the assembly line. You can see that truck on these 2 trolleys. Also, real projects, and students successfully designed this trolley. The other group of students recently, they were involved in designing the manual assembly line. As you can see, these are 3 students from Groningen, and even they were featured in our newspaper, explaining what they were busy with to design this assembly line for Isuzu. Another group of students just last year, even just when we started with COVID, they still managed to design this fixture that you see on the right-hand side, the fixture for the robotic assembly cell. So that was also a very interesting project for students. It's again pure mechanical design, involving automation, of course, pneumatics, etc. So there's a big variety of projects. And the second area that I mentioned is area where Professor Russell Phillips, you can see he's heading the group related to renewable energies and also autonomous vehicles, such as drones, for example. And so there is currently the student from Groningen who is involved in designing and manufacturing of some of these drones and autonomous vehicles. So that's mainly mechanical students who can be involved in mechanical design and structures, although Prof can also assist students with a more electrical background, maybe mechatronic students who are more inclined to electrical engineering. So there's some projects in that area, or even hands-on fabrication skills and systems integration. So this gives you the variety of projects. So if you are more interested in the actual factory project, then we can give you a project from Isuzu, or some lab projects as I just mentioned. And South Africa is also very, very nice country to spend time. And so I was supervising many students from Göttingen over the years, including master project students who spend more than a semester, actually the year, in our city, and you can also travel, see a lot of places in South Africa. Okay, that's basically my short presentation. If you have maybe some short questions, I can answer. Otherwise, also please contact Max, and then I can gladly share with you whatever, or answer your questions if you have. You're welcome to come to South Africa to work with us and enjoy also hospitality of our city. I still struggling to pronounce it because it's in a very old African language. It's not a typical local language. It's even older language, which was here in this area. But I still prefer to call this area Nelson Mandela Bay, because that's where Nelson Mandela was born, not far from here. Right, thank you very much for your attention. Any questions that I can answer right now?
Please feel free to ask your questions to Professor Gorlach. You can type them into the chat or use the microphone, whatever you prefer.
Just to maybe guide you, when you get the project from Isuzu, you would work with engineers, meet with them. Like this photograph doesn't include some engineers, but these students and all others, they all were working with plant engineers on a regular basis. So they learn real skills of besides engineering, but also the skills of interacting with people in the factory, and workers and engineers. Okay, so that just to give you a little bit more information.
Thank you very much, Igor.
All right.
At the moment, there seem to be no questions.
Okay.
The chat is empty.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Then we'll move on